Hello everyone, good morning students. In the last class we discussed about the trigonometric ratios, their definitions as well as in reciprocal relation, identities. The most important thing we learned in the last class, that is identities. And one homework also I provided, sine ratio, cos ratio, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. If we express it in decimal, what we will get the values means where it will lie between the two real numbers or after the some numbers, where it will lie. But I did not get any response from you. Today you have to try it. So in today's class, I am going to discuss with you ASTC rule. It means trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. Basically, we have the four quadrants. In first quadrant, what ratios will be positive or negative? In the second quadrant, also same. What ratios will be positive and negative, and so on in the third as well as in fourth quadrant. And we should focus today, we should learn why in the second quadrant few ratios will be positive, why not. That things we should learn. About the ASTC rule. A stands for all ratios. Basically, we have six ratios. S stands for sine. Sine as well as their reciprocal form, that is cosine, cosecant. And next one is the tangent. Tangent reciprocal relation will be a cotangent. And the next one will be C. C stands for cosine along with the reciprocal relation, that is secant. So where which relation will be positive or negative, today we have to discuss. So let us start the first one. I will take first one. Trigonometric ratios, sines, basically trigonometric ratios in different quadrant. Sines of, shortly I will write trigonometric ratios. Sines of trigonometric ratios in first quadrant. Sines of trigonometric ratios in first quadrant. What angles we can see in the first quadrant? In the last class also suggested you, that is angles which are greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. Or in radian also we can understand, theta will be greater than 0 radian but less than pi by 2. Okay, let us start. First I will take one diagram regarding that first quadrant. That will be quadrant purpose, two perpendicular lines we have to take. One is horizontal, another one is vertical. Where these two will intersect, that is calling it as origin. That is calling it as origin. In the first quadrant, one terminal side I will construct. This is the terminal side at P. Simply I will draw one perpendicular to x-axis. Now I will name it. This point I consider in that first quadrant, anywhere you can take. Now here some angle will form. Now at this position, what angle I don't know. Basically I can represent by theta, generally unknown angle. You should keep in mind what is theta. Theta may be either 1 degree or 2 degree or 3 degree or up to the 89 degree. Keep in mind, theta is not be 0, theta is not be at 90 degree. Okay, now here m I will write, this is an origin. Here student, right hand side of the origin we are considering the positive scale, positive dimension. Left hand side of the origin we are considering x dimensions are negative. Above the origin, y dimensions we are taking the positive. Below the origin, y dimensions we are taking as a negative. So here OM dimension will give us a positive quantity because right hand side of the origin values are positive. and above the origin or above the x-axis value we can consider it as positive. And what would be the OP? OP is always a positive quantity because it will use one actual distance from origin to the point. That is already called a distance. So distance never be a negative quantity. That's why always it is considering to be a positive quantity. Now we have to define one by one ratio. First one is sine. First one is sine. What is sine theta in that right angle triangle POM? I define that is the MP. MP upon that is the hypotenuse is OP. What is MP here? MP will be along with positive direction of y-axis. So whatever dimensions we are going to take, that should be a positive quantity. Whole divided by what is that distance OP? That is always a positive quantity. Basically, we know that plus divided by plus is nothing but plus. So sin theta will give us in the first quadrant always positive ratios. First quadrant means we can fix our angle. It is that theta is greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. Or in another way also we can write everything should be considering to be a 90 minus theta in the first quadrant. Also, after one complete revolution, once again it will start the second journey, that is 360 plus theta also we can consider. Basically we are taking the first quadrant value, basically that is 90 minus theta or 360 plus theta. After two revolution it should be a 720 plus theta and so on. Just to mindset it, a first quadrant it means 90 minus theta before the 90. Now, before the 90 means how you should think sine 45, sine 1 degree, sine 89 degree. What will be the output? I don't know actually, but we can say that exactly these are positive quantity that we can predict. Okay, let us start for another ratio, that is cos. Cos theta. Okay, before going to cos theta, once we define, we know that sin theta will be positive. But what about cosecant theta? In reciprocal relation, we know that cosecant theta is nothing but 1 upon sin theta. So 1 is a positive quantity, or in reverse case, is like MP by OP can be a OP by MP. Then what is OP? Positive. What is MP? Positive is nothing but positive. If sin theta will be positive, definitely the reciprocal relation will be positive. Now go for cos theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent OM upon hypotenuse, that is an OP. OM is along with positive direction of x-axis. Those dimensions will give us a positive quantity upon distance is always a positive quantity, hence our answer will be a positive quantity. Not necessary to find the secant theta, just you assume if cos theta is a positive, then secant theta will be a positive quantity. It means the meaning of this rule is secant of 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree up to 89 degree, your output value will be a positive value. You will never get any negative value. Now the last ratio, that is tan theta. What would be tan theta? Opposite side, that is MP upon adjacent side is OM is equal to MP is along with the positive direction of y-axis is positive. OM is along with the positive direction of x-axis is positive. Hence the value will be a positive. So here too we can think like tan 1, tan 2, tan 3 and so on tan 89 degree. Our value must be a positive. Let us go for chord. So now tan is nothing in reciprocal form, that is a chord interchanging numerator and denominator, then too we will get a positive quantity. It means all six ratios gives a positive quantity for the angle 1 degree to 89 degree. Okay? Got it. Okay. Now we'll go for next one, that is find out trigonometric ratios in second quadrant. I'll go to second quadrant. Here I will write, that is signs of trigonometric ratios in second quadrant. What is second quadrant? In the last class also I suggested you, that is second quadrant means all the angles are greater than 90 degree after this bar, after right angle, after 90 degree. But before straight angle, it means before 180 degree, less than 180 degree. Okay. Now we'll go through the diagram for that, where our terminal side, that is once again you have to construct two perpendicular lines. These two perpendicular lines will divide a plane as a four parts. Already we call those four parts are quadrant. There are four quadrant: x dash, y dash. Okay, now go for terminal side, where I can take the terminal side. Now we are discussing about the second quadrant, so that simply I will take terminal side and position in that second quadrant. Draw a perpendicular line to x dash, naming it. If you take different naming or same naming, nothing straight. So point P in the second quadrant, and this is an M on the negative x-axis, origin as well. Look at only OP. OP rotates like that. Some changes we got at the center. There we can represent angle. You too don't know what is actual angle. That's why unknowingly we have to write that variable theta. Theta may be either 91 degree, 92 degree or 179 degree. That assumptions we need. Okay, let us start. Magnitude along with the direction I am choosing. MP is moving along with this vertical line above the x-axis. It will take a positive direction. I suggested you OP is the distance from origin to the point. This is a fixed distance. So that's why always it is a positive quantity. OM is opposite to x-axis, positive x-axis. So it will be negative. It is moving along with the negative direction. We write here minus sign. Let us start to define those six ratios. Once I write, there is sin theta. What is here sin theta here? How to define? That is opposite to theta is MP. I will write MP upon what we can take, hypotenuse is an OP. What is an MP? That is plus. What is an OP? That is 2 plus. Positive number divided by positive number will give us a positive quantity. Not necessary to interchange. Directly we move to cosecant theta, the reciprocal of sine. Hence we will get a positive quantity. Mind setting sine of 91, 92, 93 and so on up to the 179 degrees. At that time, your output value will be a positive quantity. You will never get any negative quantity because of this reason. Okay. Now we'll move for next one, that is cos theta. Cos theta will be in the second quadrant. We find now OM upon that will be what? Hypotenuse is OP. OM is what? That is a negative quantity. What is an OP? OP is a positive quantity. So negative upon positive will give us a negative quantity. So interchanging OP by OM. Negative by positive is negative, then positive by negative is also negative. So that I will write a secant theta is negative quantity. Look, in first quadrant all ratios are positive, that is an A. But in second quadrant, sine and the reciprocal relation cosecant is positive, but cosine secant is negative. That's why yes, I taken for second quadrant. So now I will move to the tan theta. What is tan theta? How to define the tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but opposite side, that is an MP divided by adjacent side, that is an OM. Once we get MP is a positive form, OM I have a negative form. We know that positive by negative is a negative. So easily we can write cot theta. What is our cot theta? Cot theta is nothing but negative. So only sine as well as cosecant is positive. Remaining four ratios are negative in that second quadrant. How to think about this? Sine of cosecant of 91 to 179 angle, if we take a mean, always will give us a positive value in the RHS part. So when we are considering cos, secant, tan, cot of 91 to 179 degrees, at this time we will get our value should be a negative quantity, no doubt regarding that. Okay, let us start for third quadrant. Now, third quadrant here itself I will change, that is third quadrant. Third quadrant means after 180 degree, after 180 degree, but before 270 degree. Where I should take that one? The same OP, I will take the position here in the third quadrant, it's moved. So up to here changes we get, that is theta. The total changes we get theta. Now what theta we can feel? It can be 181 degree or 182 and so on up to 269 degrees. We can feel it, any one angle. So now here too I will write P and this is a M. Look at OX dash means left hand side of the origin. So that OM will give us a negative dimension. MP is below the x-axis below the origin. So that we will get a negative quantity because below the x-axis y will give us a negative dimension. Let us start to define these ratios as usually MP by OP. What is our actually MP? Give me I will first all these things. Later we write once. This side also I will remove. Now let us start. Okay, what is MP? MP is negative direction. And what is OP? OP is a distance. If the distance is there, always is a positive quantity. So I will write positive. Negative by positive is what? Negative. If sign is negative, of course, cosecant is also negative because reciprocal to sine. Now, cos theta. OM is negative quantity, OP is a positive quantity, negative by positive is negative as like cos secant also will use us a negative quantity. We get there are four ratios negative in the third quadrant, sine, cos, sec and cos secant. Let us move to tangent. Tangent we have a MP. MP is a negative direction as well as OM. OM is also negative direction. Negative by negative becomes a positive quantity. The same replacement negative by negative is also positive quantity. So we can say like that. Third quadrant will be the house of a tangent. The reciprocal is a cotangent. and the second quadrant will be the special house for sine as well as their reciprocal cosecant. The first house is common to all those six ratios. Let us go for fourth quadrant. Okay. Now the same terminal side I will take in the fourth quadrant. Now the terminal side, that final position, the total changes from here to here that can be represented by theta. How many angles I don't know. It crosses 270 degree, but it will be before 360 degree. Okay. Now drag one perpendicular line, that is MERPM. Tell me, dear student, OM is the positive direction, right hand side of origin. MP is a negative direction, below the origin or below the x-axis. And distance is fixed, length is there, this OP, that is a positive quantity. Define now one by one. What ratios we will get positive and what ratios we will get negative. Let us start. Sin theta, that is MP is a negative upon that is OP is a positive, so totally we get positive quantity. Positive and negative is negative quantity. We write negative. Similarly, cosecant, that is to negative. Now go for cos. Cos is nothing but what OM is a positive quantity, OP is also positive quantity, finally it is a positive quantity. Secant theta. What is secant theta? Secant theta is nothing but same reciprocal of cos. Cos is positive means secant is also positive. No doubt about that. Just interchanging numerator and denominator. Let us go for tangent. What is tangent? Tangent is nothing but MP by OM. What is MP? MP is the negative direction and OM having the positive. So negative by positive is the negative. Similarly, the cot theta. So in that quadrant, in that fourth quadrant also we get once again four ratios are negative. You got the idea. In each quadrant, excepting first quadrant, every two ratios are positive, remaining all the four ratios are negative. That's why we should call it as the ASTC rule. It means what? All six ratios are positive. Here S means sign. Sign means it will be only sign as well as the reciprocal cosecant is positive. Go to third quadrant. In the third quadrant, that is the tangent. So that will be positive. The reciprocal is cot, that is positive. In the fourth quadrant, cos as well as the reciprocal secant is positive. That's why shortly, simply remembering purpose, we have to call it is the trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. It means signs of trigonometric ratios in different quadrants. In the first quadrant, I'll make a table here. This is the sine, this is the cos, this is the tan. This side first quadrant, this side second quadrant, this side third quadrant, and this side fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant means I did not change the angle here. That is greater than 270 but less than 360. This is our fourth quadrant. Okay. Now fourth quadrant. Okay. Now here sine, and I can write here cosecant because the reciprocal. Cos means I can write secant, and tan is nothing but cot. Tell me, in the first quadrant, what ratios will be positive? All ratios are positive, positive, positive. Right? Sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot. All the six ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, particularly for sine house, only it will be a positive as well as cosecant positive. In the fourth quadrant, cos will be positive and the reciprocal secant is positive. Tan will be positive in the third quadrant, similarly a cot. And in remaining quadrant, remaining ratios will be a negative, like sine is negative in the third, fourth, cos is negative in the second, third, and tan is negative in the second as well as in fourth. This is our ASTC rule. Regarding this, some problems, we have so many problems we have to find what is the value of cos of 135 degree. But we have only 5 standard ratios: 0, 30, 45, 60 as well as 90. In that itself we can reduce our 135 degree. Later we think about the 135 degree. Where it lies? It lies in the second quadrant. If it lies in the second quadrant, what would be the ratio? Of course, it is a negative ratio. Negative value it will be. At that time, this ASTC rule will be helpful for us. Okay? Note it. By taking this ASTC rule, I will solve some problems. Also, in the last class, we discussed with you trigonometric identities and their reciprocal relation. Among those, also I will discuss with you today some problems. So, upcoming Sunday, you have the test on these two topics. One will be the ASTC rule, and another one will be the identities on trigonometric ratios. Get ready for these two kind of problems. Let us start now, one by one. You should also solve along with me, but I like you have to solve before me. After that, you have to come to my answer whether it will be correct or not. Let's start. The question number 1. The question number 1 is very simple. If sin A, question number 1, first kind of problems I am going to discuss with you. Those are related to ASTC. If sin A is equal to 3 by 5, instead of theta, they use A. And A is a cube. A is a cube. Then find cos A. Be careful in problem because I will test the question. At this time you are unable to answer. So in case in that exam, in that paper, if we got sin A is equal to 3 by 5 given case, then what will be the cos A? Then we will get 4 options. Be careful here there. Why? Why means they should define A compulsory. If we don't know A, what answer we can predict? Where is my ratio? Either it will be in the first and fourth, or it will be in the first and second, or it will be in the third. Where it will be? I don't know. That's why must and should they can define A. We should focus for this A. A is the acute. A is the acute. It means our angle. It means terminal side will be in the first quadrant. Clear? Now I will go through the cos. First I will go by Pythagorean line. One right angle triangle I will take. Here an angle A, and sine we can define 3 by 5. 3 by 5 means suppose its side is 3, hypotenuse is 5, what will be the another side? Not necessary to use your Pythagorean theorem because 3, 4, 5 are the simple triplet. We can remember easily. That's why I will write here 4. If you forget on that one mean, just you write formula like A, B, C, apply this formula AC square equal to AB square plus, and this time what it is? BC square. AC square, we know that is a 5 square. AB square, I don't know. Simply I can write AB square. BC square is what? That is the 3 square. So we are going to find the AB square. Shifting this side, this is 25 minus 9. AB square is equal to how much? That is 16. What is actually AB? AB is nothing but plus or minus 4 because sometimes we are considering direction also. That's why I take a negative sign. Okay, AB is nothing but plus or minus 4. A is the acute. A is acute, it means it lies in the first quadrant. It lies in the first quadrant. This is base. This is base. Base means only positive quantity they have to mention instead of negative quantity. In case they did not define A is acute or accused or what. If they not define mean, in our assumption we will get it may be a positive or it may be a negative. Don't think like a length of that. If you consider length, always it will be a positive quantity. Along with the direction mean, in your assumption you should take positive or negative. So it will be in the first quadrant. First quadrant it means right hand side of the origin that base will be a positive quantity. So our ratio is very simple. That will be cos is adjacent by hypotenuse is 5. My answer is 4 by 5. We will give answer like plus 4 by 5, minus 4 by 5. In the third option plus or minus 4 by 5, and fourth option all the above also. Many of the students will go through the all the above. However, we get plus or minus 4. It may be 4 by 5 or minus 4 by 5 or plus or minus 4 by 5, all the above. So fourth option is correct, like that they will mention. It is totally wrong because first you know properly where is your terminal side, what angles it will make. That is important thing. In the first quadrant, positive. If case it will be in the second or third quadrant, we will get a negative ratio. That's why you should be careful before answering what is your angle theta or what is your angle A. The same question I will take in different way. Instead of acute, A will be in the third quadrant. A will be in the third quadrant, definitely it will be a negative, minus 4 I mean. So here negative. So cos A is nothing but minus 4 by 5. Sometime we will do like that. Instead of this restriction where A is greater than 180 degree but less than 270 degree. At this time you think properly, greater than 90 degree but less than 270 degree, it means definitely it lies in the third quadrant. There our cos ratio is negative, write 4 by 5, behind you write a minus sign. Okay, my suggestion is for you here, properly you have to observe angle theta or A, whatever the variable. First we confirm in which quadrant is there. By observing this one, easily we can identify our quadrant. For example, sine of 240 degree. Whether this value will be a positive or negative. What actual value? You don't think about that. Whether it is a positive or negative. That's why 240 where it lies. Oh yes, it will be lies between 180 to 270. It means third quadrant. Always this ratio will be a negative quantity. Like this, you have to think about this. Okay, let us start for next problem. Okay. For two problems I will solve, some problems I will give you homework because similar type questions we have. The next question will be if sin A is equal to 4 by 5, notice if sin A is equal to 4 by 5, question number 2. If sin A is equal to 4 by 5, if sin A is equal to 4 by 5, A being acute angle, A being acute angle, A being acute angle, its confirm lies in the first quadrant, acute angle. Next further, find the value of, so in exam what I will do, that value I will write equal to dash, I will give you 4 options. Okay, here find the value of what expression they given. I will take 2 tan A plus 3 secant A plus 4 secant A into cosecant A. 4 secant A into cosecant A. This expression value they require. So we should find now. That will be very simple, very much simple. Let us take one right angle triangle at first. Keep in mind 3, 4, 5 are the Pythagorean triplets. Not necessary to find. Now I will take here an angle A. Opposite side. Sine is nothing that opposite side divided by hypotenuse. That's why opposite side value is 4, hypotenuse is 5. If we simplify, we will get another side is that is 3. Okay. Now, what ratios required? Directly we can write otherwise. 2 times of tan A, 3 times of secant A, 4 times of secant A into cosecant A. This is their expression. This 2 write as it is into tan A. What it mean by that? Opposite by adjacent. It means 4 divided by 3. This is our tan value. A plus, middle plus, this 3 into, what is secant A? Secant A is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. Correct? It's wrong. Hypotenuse by adjacent. That is 5 by 3. Adjacent by hypotenuse is cosine. So hypotenuse by adjacent is secant. So now 5 by 3. We get while writing, don't make any error. Plus. Now here we have a 4. Already I have secant, that is 5 by 3. Once I will write 5 by 3 into cosecant. Cosecant is nothing but reciprocal of sine. Sine is 4 by 5. Cosecant is 5 by 4. Now simplify this. Remaining part is very simple. There is no difficulty in that. Easily we can complete that. Here there is no term will cancel. This 4 and 4 cancel. I don't wish to cancel this 3. If we cancel here itself 3, will get trouble to take an LCM. That's why once I will write 2 4s are 8 by 3. Look, 2 4s are 8 by 3. Don't make cancel 3 and 3. 3 5s are 15 by 3 because making the same denominator. Plus 4 and 4 will cancel. 5 5s are 25 by 3. All the denominators are same. Easily we can add the numerator. That is 8 plus 15 plus 25 divided by 3. Same kinds of problems we will get in the test. Now 25 plus 15 is 40. 40 plus 8 is 48 divided by 3. We make a cancel. 3 ones are here to 3 ones are 1 remains. 3 6 are 18. It means 16. 16 3s are 18. In 4 option I will give you like one is minus 16, another one is plus 16, or some other value like 15, 25. Like 4 options we will give you. You have to choose the correct option by getting the answer. Note it. Next, 2 to 3 questions you will get same kind of question. I will suggest you what types of twist I will make. Here in that question I given A is an acute. Instead of A is an acute, I will give you in that question condition like A is greater than 180 degree but less than 270 degree, or A will be in the 4th quadrant, or A will be in the 2nd quadrant. Like that restrictions I will give you. Don't get confused at this time. First, clearly you have to determine, identify in which quadrant your terminal side. Okay, let us start next question. The next question is if secant alpha, simply one under representation. If secant alpha equal to the given 13 divided by 12, secant alpha equal to 13 by 12, and alpha is greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. 0, 90. 0 to 90 once again a first quadrant are acute, right? Find Find, instead of find, we will give in that question like then 2 times of sine alpha minus 3 cos alpha, 3 cos alpha upon 3 sine alpha plus, that is 2 times of cos alpha equal to 4 options we will get. But here I will not give any option, just we have to solve. Okay, how we will get the answer? Let us start now for that. That is, first I'll go once triangle. Basically, it is like in the first quadrant. Here I am theta, and for the theta opposite side is this one. But secant is nothing but what? Hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse is 13. We write here. And adjacent is what? That will be here 12. What about another side? It's a very simple. You name to that. If you don't replace right directly, if you don't know, apply Pythagorean relation. That is square of hypotenuse. That is AC square equal to AB square plus, that is BC square. AC square clearly they given 13 square. AB square is 12 square. We don't know BC square. So 169. 13 square is 169. This is 144 plus BC square. So BC square keep as it, shift to 149, 144 on the left side, it will be a negative sign 144. So BC square is equal to 169 minus 144 is nothing but simply 25. So BC equal to, actually we write plus or minus, once I will write here, that is plus or minus 25. Yes, student, don't get confused regarding plus or minus. When you will consider a magnitude or a side length, at this time it should be a positive quantity. I am thinking about according to the direction. That's why I am going to write positive or negative. Don't get any confusion regarding that notation. Now we define sine alpha. I will take that 2 times of sine alpha minus 3 times of cos alpha divided by 3 times of sine alpha plus 2 times of cos alpha. Substitute one by one. This BC we get 25, and first quadrant this is positive. That's why I will remove that negative sign. Only positive quantity I need. Now 2 times of sine alpha. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse. That is 25 is only 5. Okay. Now this is only 5 because square root of 25 is 5. This will be how much? That is 5 divided by 13 hypotenuse minus 3 times of, what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 12 divided by 13. Whole divided by, same ratios we have, coefficients are different. So 3 times of 5 by 13 plus 2 times of, that is 12 by 13. So same denominators we have in numerator as well as denominator. 2 5s are 10. 10 by 13 minus 12 is 36 by 13 divided by 15 by 13 plus 24 by 13. Cross verify 10 and this is 36, this is 15, that is 24. Same denominator. So 10 minus 36 by 13 upon 15 plus 24 divided by 13. Gets cancelled here, 13 and 13 remain. 10 minus 36 is how much? Minus 26 divided by, that value is how much? 15 plus 24. 15 plus 24 is how much? This is a 9 and 39. Don't get confused here, sir. How did you get negative quantity but alpha is in the first quadrant? Alpha is restricted for the ratios but not for this complete value. Complete value is simplification for addition as well as divisions. That's why it may be negative or positive quantity. Nothing to affect that ratio. Okay. Note it. One homework questions regarding this. Similar type question I will give you homework. Not that question. They given in that question if cot theta equal to 5 by 2. Homework problem. Just try it now. If cot theta equal to 5 by 2 and theta is an acute. Theta is an acute. Acute means lies in the first quadrant. Acute in the first quadrant. Then the question is 5 cos theta plus 2 sin theta. 5 cos theta plus 2 sin theta upon 5 cos theta minus 2 times of sin theta. Same type question I will modify. Different values I will give you in exam. But pattern will be same. So here 4 options I will give you in exam. Here dash I give. Fill in the blanks. Just to try it out. Very simple question. Let us go for next question. The next question is if tan theta equal to, general question is that if tan theta is equal to p divided by q, small letter, instead of number they are considering some variables like p and q will be any real numbers, but denominator never be 0. Keep in mind. Now, and theta is an acute. And once again they are restricting theta, that is an acute, it means greater than 0 but less than 90 degree, no doubt about that. Then the value of the value of here to 1 ratio they given p sin theta minus q cos theta upon p sin theta plus q cos theta. P sin theta plus q cos theta equal to dash. I will not give any answer. Just I need answer from your side. Okay. Very simple question. Easily we can solve that one. How to simplify? Once again take a triangle because theta will be in the first quadrant. Here I will write my theta. Take a tan theta. I will take here itself. Tan theta is equal to p by q. Tan ratio, everyone knows that opposite side upon, that is adjacent side. Clear? Yes. What is opposite side? According to them, it is a p. What is adjacent side? According to them, that is a q. What would be the hypotenuse? That is simple. ABC. Now it is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square is Q square, BC square is P square, then finally AC is nothing but square root of P square plus Q square or Q square plus P square. Okay, taking this one, that is P sin theta minus Q cos theta divided by P sin theta plus Q cos theta equal to P, right, as this. What is sin theta? Sin theta you have to define. This hypotenuse I get P square plus Q square in one bracket. Opposite side is P upon, that is P square plus Q square minus Q times of what is cos theta, that is Q divided adjacent by hypotenuse, Q divided by root of P square plus Q square whole divided by P, right, as this. What is sin theta? Same ratios, P divided by root of P square plus Q square minus between plus sign Q times of cos is nothing but Q divided by root of P square plus Q square. Now simplification is very easy because of their denominator. When denominators are same, you can add or subtract numerator depending on the symbol. P into P is P square, Q into Q is Q square. I will combine because denominator must be same, P square plus Q square. Whole divided by, here to same, P square plus Q square divided by P square plus Q square, and these two cancel, we we got answer p square minus q square divided by p square plus q square. One of the option you will get p square minus q square by p square plus q square, or otherwise 1 by p square plus q square, 1 by p square minus q square, or in reverse also will give you p square plus q square by p square minus q square. Like these four options we will arrange in exam. Okay, this is one more general question. Okay. Okay. So many examples we done regarding that, and 2-3 problems I will take some reciprocal relation related. After that I will stop my class. Okay, let us see. These are the kinds of the problems are related to the ASTZ rule. But maximum problems we solve regarding theta is an acute, means it lies in the first order. But in the exam, I will change the condition. I will give you theta or A will be in some other quadrant. Get ready. Okay. Now I will go to the problems related to the reciprocal relations or quotient relations or an identity. Such problems I will take now. The question number 1 is sin A into, very simple, here to fill in the blank type, numerical type. Question number 2, second kind in that first question. Sin A into cos A into tan A, sin A into cos A into tan A plus, that is cos A into sin A into, next one will be a cot A, that is cot A equal to dash 1 minus 1 0 2 1 minus 1 0. Among those, which answer will be correct? Let us start. First, I will write this sin A into cos A as it is. I don't have any standard result regarding sin A into cos A. So this tan A we have in reciprocal form 1 by cot. No use of that. We cannot cancel. We can't simplify. That's why one more relation we have to remember, that is the quotient relation. What is tan? That is sin A divided by cos A. That is tan. Because easily we make a cancel here. And cos A into sin A. We don't have any standard result. Cos A into sin A. But we have a result for cot A in two ways. One will be the reciprocal form 1 by tan. There is no use of that. One more form we have, that is the quotient form. Easily we can write like cos A by, that is sin A. Look at this one. We may cancel cos, sin, sin. What remains? Sin A into sin A is nothing but sin square A. Cos A into cos A is nothing but cos square A. That result will be 1. In options you will get either plus 1, minus 1, 0, also 2. Hence our answer will be plus 1 is correct. Okay? Note it. We'll go for next question. Okay. The next question is, that is also very simple, depending on the identity. In calculus part, this type of simplifications we require, but in trigonometry, these problems looks like a very simple, but these operations we need much in calculus part, in differentiation as well as in integration in class 12 or in future. Let us take some kind problem, that is, if x is equal to a sin cube theta, y is equal to a cos cube theta, x equal to sin cube theta, y equal to cos cube theta, then show that, or then instead of show that I will not give any answer, then x power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 equal to dash. Here we will get a 4 options. In JEE main last 5 questions we will get like a dash numerical type, we will not get any option. The first 20 question you will get as usual option. So in upcoming test I will give you option, give me the answer for this. If It's a very simple. Let us take the given condition. What it is? X power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3. This value we are going to find. What is actually x? Clearly they given a with sine cube theta. Whole power we have 2 by 3 plus y. What is y? A cos cube theta whole power 1. Apply your third law of exponent. That third law of exponent is a power whole power n is a power m into n. Here too I will multiply. So I get 3 and 3 cancel. Before that, I will apply the law a into b whole power m is nothing but a power m into b power n. Because one term is sine, another one is a, one time is cos, another term is a. So that a I will take it first, the power I will get 2 by 3 into sine cube theta whole power 2 by 3. Here too, a power 2 by 3 into cos cube theta whole power 2 by 3. Gets cancelled 3, 3. And a power 2 by 3, a power 2 by 3 available to take common. I will take out. Remain sine square theta because 3, 3 cancel. Here a power 2 by 3 already taken out. Remains cos cube theta whole power 2 by 3. 3, 3 also cancel. Remains cos square theta. And yesterday itself we discussed with you identity, the most standard identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta will be 1, and our result is 2 a power 2 by 3 into 1, that is nothing but a power 2 by 3. Okay, like this, whatever formulas we require, we can apply wherever you need. And all kinds of conversions formulas also you should keep in mind. At this time you will get an idea. If you will be poor in formula, you will not get any ideas or thoughts regarding that problem. Okay, today we discussed so many problems regarding the AHTC rule, and 2 problems I taken regarding identities as well as on quotient relation. In the next class on Friday, once we have to continue the problem, so many problems are there. Today I will give you one PDF as well as on that day, get ready to answer before me. You have to answer for those questions. Okay, let's make it. Thank you.